What's the strangest rule your family ever had? In my house, only one child was allowed to speak. And it was always the youngest. When I was little, I thought it was normal. My two older sisters never talked. Not at dinner. Not during games. Not even when they got hurt. They just nodded or shook their heads. I didn't understand why until the day my baby brother was born. I was 8. I remember asking if he had my nose. My mom smiled and said, "Your turn is over." Before we continue, subscribe for more stories like this. That night, she sat me down and explained the rule. In our family, the youngest child was considered closest to purity. The older siblings had to stay silent so they wouldn't influence the youngest with flawed thoughts. I laughed because I thought she was joking. She wasn't. The next morning, my sister slid a notebook toward me. On the first page it said, "It's easier if you don't fight it." For years, the house was quiet except for my mother. And then my brother. He grew up loud. Confident. Certain he was important. My sisters and I grew up careful. Measured. Watching our breath. If we made noise, my mom would stare at us and say, "You're overwhelming him." She kept charts on the fridge tracking his focus levels. If we dropped something or cleared our throats, she'd mark it down. "He's distracted because of you," she'd say. I believed it for a long time. Until one night at dinner, my brother spilled milk and blamed my oldest sister. My mom didn't hesitate. She told her to go sit in the basement reflection room. Something snapped in me. I hadn't spoken in
For the
9
heating
years.
bill.
But I stood
Sometimes
up
the
and
loudest
said,
way to
it wasn't
listen
her. The
is to say
silence that
nothing at
followed
all.
was heavier than anything I'd ever felt. My brother started crying, saying his head hurt. My mom looked at me like I'd broken something sacred. But then something unexpected happened. My oldest sister laughed. It was quiet. Rusty. But it was real. And then my other sister said my name. The rule only worked as long as we believed it did. We didn't all leave at once. But eventually, we did. I'm 20 now. Sometimes my voice shakes when I talk too long. Sometimes I still whisper without meaning to. But I speak. And that's enough.